Hey guys, today I will be reading The Giraffe and the Pelly and Me by Roald Dahl, Part 2. Here we go, the pelican whispered to me, and with a swish and a swoop, he carried me up to the very top of the cherry tree, and there he perched. Pick them, Billy, he whispered. Pick them quickly, and put them in my beak. The gardener got such a shock he fell off the ladder. Down below us, the Duke was shouting, "My gun! Get me my gun! Some damnable monster of a bird is stealing my best cherries. Be off with you, sir. Go away. Those are my cherries, not yours. Have you shot for this, sir? I'll have you shot for this, sir. Where's my gun? Hurry, Billy," whispered the pelican. Hurry, hurry, hurry. "My gun," the Duke was shouting to the gardener. "Get me my gun, you idiot. I'll have that thieving bird for breakfast. You see, if I don't, I've picked them all," he whispered to the pelican. The truth was at last beginning to dawn on the Duke. He put a cherry into his mouth. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped a page. At once, the Pelly flew down and landed right beside the furious figure of the Duke of Hampshire, who was prancing about and waving his stick in the air. "Your cherries, Your Grace," I said as I leaned over the edge of the pelican's beak and offered a handful to the Duke. The Duke was staggered. He reeled back and his eyes popped nearly out of their sockets. "Great Scout," he gasped. "Good Lord, what's this? Who are you?" And now the giraffe, with the monkey dancing about on her back, emerged suddenly from the bushes. The Duke stared at them. He looked as though he was about to have a fit. "Who are these creatures?" he bellowed. "Has the whole world gone completely dotty?" "We are the window cleaners," sang out the monkey. "We'll polish your glass till it's shining like brass and it's sparkling like the sun on the sea. We'll work for you, Your Grace, till we're blue in the face, the Giraffe and the Pelly and me. You asked us to come and see you," the Giraffe said. The truth was at last beginning to dawn on the Duke. He put a cherry into his mouth and chewed it slowly. Then he spat out the stone. "Like the way you pick these cherries? I like the way you pick these cherries for me," he said. "Could you also pick my apples in the autumn?" We could, of course we could," we all shouted. "And who are you?" the Duke said, pointing his stick at me. "He's our business manager," the Giraffe said. "His name is Billy. We go nowhere without him." Very well, the Duke muttered. "Come along with me, and let's see if you're any good at cleaning windows." I climbed out of the pelican's beak, and the kindly old Duke took me by the hand as we all walked towards the house. When we got there, the Duke said, "What's happening next?" It is all very simple, Your Grace," the Giraffe replied. "I'm the ladder, the Pelly's the bucket, and the monkey is the cleaner. Watch us go." With that, the famous window cleaning game sprang into action. The monkey jumped down from the giraffe's back and turned on the garden tab. The pelican held his great beak under the tap until it was full of water. Then, with a wonderful springy leap, the monkey leaped up once again onto the giraffe's back. From there, he scrambled as easy as if he were climbing a tree, up the long neck of the giraffe until he stood balancing on the very top of her head. The pelican remained standing on the ground beside us, looking up at the giraffe. "We'll do the top floor first," the giraffe shouted down. "Bring the water up, please," the Duke called out. "Don't worry about the 2 top floors. You can't reach them anyways." "Who says we can't reach them?" the giraffe called back. "I do," the Duke said firmly, "and I'm not having any of you risking your silly necks around here." If you wish to be friends with the giraffe, never say anything bad about its neck. Its neck is the proudest position. What's wrong with my neck? Snapped the giraffe. Don't argue with me, you foolish creature, cried the Duke. If you can't reach it, you can't reach it, and that's the end of it. Now get on with your work. Your Grace, the giraffe said, giving the Duke a small, superior smile. There are no windows in the world I cannot reach with this magical neck of mine. The monkey, who was dancing about most dangerously on top of the giraffe's head, cried out, "Show him, Giraffe! Go on and show him what you can do with your magical neck." The next moment, the giraffe's neck, which heaven knows was long enough to already begin to grow longer and longer and longer and longer, until at last the giraffe's head, with the monkey on top of it, was level with the windows on the top floor. The giraffe looked down from her great height and said to the Duke, "How's that?" The Duke was speechless. So was I. It was the most magical thing I've ever seen. I've never seen any I have ever seen. More magical even than the pelican's patent beak. Up above us, the giraffe was beginning to sing a little song, but she sang so softly I could hardly catch the words. I think it went something like this. My neck can stretch terribly high, much higher than eagles can fly. If I ventured to show just how high it would go, you'd lose sight of my head in the sky. The pelican, with his huge beak full of water, flew up and perched on one of the top floor window sills near the monkey, and now the great window cleaning business really began. The speed which the team worked was astonishing. As soon as one window was done, the giraffe moved the monkey over to the next one, and the pelican followed. And when all fourth floor windows on that side of the house were finished, the giraffe simply drew her magical neck until the monkey was level to the third floor windows, and off they went again. "Amazing!" cried the Duke. "Astonishing, remarkable, incredible! I've never seen out of any of my windows for 40 years. Now I shall be able to sit indoors and enjoy the view." Suddenly I saw all three of the window cleaners stop dead in their tracks. They seemed to freeze against the wall of the house. None of them moved. "What's happening?" the Duke asked me. "What's wrong?" "I don't know," I answered. Then the giraffe, with the monkey on her head, tiptoed very gingerly away from the house and came towards us. The pelican flew with them. The giraffe came up very close to the Duke and whispered, "Your Grace, there is a man in one of the bedrooms on the third floor. He is opening all the drawers and taking things out. He's got a pistol." The Duke jumped about a foot in the air. "Which room?" he snapped. "Show me at once." "It's the one on the third floor, where the window is wide open," the giraffe whispered. "By Gad," cried the Duke, "that's the Duchess' bedroom. He's after her jewels. Call the police, someone. Summon the army. Bring up the cannon. Charge with the light brigade." But even as he spoke, the pelican was flying up to the air. As he flew, he turned himself upside down and tipped the window cleaning water out of his beak. Then I saw the top half of that marvelous patent beak sliding out of his head, ready for action. "What's the crazy bird up to?" cried the Duke. "Wait and see," shouted the monkey. "Hold your breath, old man." "Old man, hold your nose, hold your horses, watch the Pelly go." Like a bullet, the pelican flew through the window, the open window, and 5 seconds later he came out. He came out again with the great orange beak firmly closed. He landed on the lawn beside the Duke. A tremendous banging noise was coming from inside the pelican's beak. It sounded as though inside the pelican beak, it sounded as though someone was using a sledgehammer against it from inside. "He's got him," cried the monkey. "Pelly's got the burglar in his beak." "Well done, sir," shouted the Duke, hopping about with excitement. Suddenly he pulled the handle off his walking stick upwards, and out of the hollow inside of his stick itself he drew a long, thin, sharp, shining sword. "I'll run him through," he shouted, flourishing the sword like a fencer. "Open up, the pelican. Let me get at him. I'll run the bounder over, though, before he knows what's happening to him. I'll spike him with like a bat of butter. I'll feed his gizzards to my foxhounds." But the pelican did not open his beak. He kept it firmly closed and shook his head at the Duke. The Giraffe shouted, "The burglar is armed with a pistol, Your Grace. If Pelly lets him out now, he'll shoot us all." "He can't be armed with a machine gun for all I care," bellowed the Duke, his massive mustache bristling like a brushwood. "I'll handle like the blighter. Open up, sir, open up." Suddenly there was an ear-splitting bang, and the pelican leaped 20 feet into the air. So did the Duke. "Watch out," the Duke shouted, taking 10 rapid paces backwards. "He's trying to shoot his way out." And pointing the sword at the pelican, he bellowed, "Keep that beak closed, sir. Don't you dare let him out. He'll murder us all." "Shake him up, Pelly," cried the Giraffe. "Rattle his bones. Teach him not to do it again." The pelican shook his head so fast from side to side and that the beak became a blur, and the man inside must have felt he was being scrambled like eggs. "Well done, Pelly," cried the Giraffe. "You're doing a great job. Keep on shaking him so he doesn't fire that pistol again." At this point, a lady with an enormous chest and flaming orange hair came flying out of the house, screaming, "My jewels! Somebody's stolen my jewels! My diamond tiara, my diamond necklace, my diamond bracelets, my diamond earrings, my diamond rings. They've had a lot. My rooms have been ransacked." And then this massive female, who was 55 years ago had been a world-famous opera singer, suddenly burst into a song. "My diamonds are over the ocean, my diamonds are over the sea. My diamonds were pinned from my bedroom, oh, bring back my diamonds to me." They were so bowled over by the power of the lady's lungs that all of us, excepting the pelican, who had to keep his beak closed, joined the chorus. Bring back, oh, bring back my diamonds to me, to me. Bring back, oh, bring back my diamonds to me." "Calm yourself, Henrietta," said the Duke. He pointed to the pelican and said, "This clever bird, this brilliant burglar-catching creature had saved the day. The bounder's in his beak." The Duchess stared at the pelican. The pelican stared back at the Duchess and gave her a wink. "If he's in there," cried the Duchess, "why don't you let him out? Then you can run him through with that famous sword of yours. I want my diamonds. Open your beak, bird." "No, no," shouted the Duke. "He's got a pistol. He'll murder us all." Somebody must have called the police, because suddenly no less than 4 squad cars came racing towards us with their sirens screaming. Within seconds, we were surrounded by 6 policemen, and the Duke was shouting to them, "The villain you are after is inside the beak of the bird. Stand by to collar him." And to the pelican, he said, "Get ready to open up. Are you ready? Steady. Go. Open her up." The pelican opened his gigantic beak, and immediately the policemen pounced upon the burglar, who was crouching inside. They snatched his pistol away from him and dragged him out and put handcuffs on his wrists. "Great Scott!" shouted the chief of police. "It's the Cobra himself." "Who? The what?" everyone asked. "Who's the Cobra?" "The Cobra is the cleverest and most dangerous cat burglar in the world," said the chief of police. "He must have climbed up the drain pipe. The Cobra can climb up anything." "My diamonds!" screamed the Duchess. "I want my diamonds. Where are my diamonds?" "Here they are," cried the chief of police, fishing great handfuls of jewelry from the burglar's pockets. That's it for today, because my Chromebook's about to die, and stay tuned for part 2. I hope you enjoyed this read-along, and if you have a request for a read-along, just let me know on my discussion board on my channel. Bye!